Good morning, my people. This morning, definitely better than most mornings. Ernesto was found yesterday, and then late last night I found my tiara, which did mean that the fact that I started making a new tiara for Friday became redundant. That's where my life is at now. However, woken up and feeling much happier and more positive about the universe today, which is nice because the last 3 days have basically been days of sadness. Highlight, seeing the juniors in the Google chat, which is really saying something. So Ernesto's been found. Unfortunately, his Greek theatre mask is scary. That's all I can say. Scary. But we'll see how it works out. Right. So I'm shortly going to go out for a run. By shortly, let's see, it's 8 minutes past 6 and it's still dark outside. So I would say in about 20 minutes, maybe half an hour, we'll see. And we'll see how run we get. Might not get very run-y, but we'll try. Because one thing I have realised is that if I wait until later on in the day to have a walk or a run, it's too long. It's too long. The day's too long. The day's too hard. Yeah. So I had a lot of meetings with people yesterday about next year's timetable, and it's weird thinking about next year while we're still in the middle of all this, she says, waving a chopstick. Right, so what are we doing today? It's Tuesday. Juniors, thank you for showing up in the Google chat yesterday and having a look at our model Greek theatre. Today, your task is all up on Google Classroom. It's an immersive experience where I just want you to have a look at stuff. There's some pictures of Greek theatre and performance, both in modern and ancient context. There's some Greek theatres themselves, which I just want you to go into the 3D 360 VR view. If you don't have a VR headset, that's fine. You don't need it. Just put it on your laptop screen and have a look around. The main thing is I want you to get an idea of the scale of the place and how much your voice, body, movement and space would really matter when you're doing a performance there. As well as thinking about the technology of the time, that there's no amplification of sound, like with microphones, because they're not invented yet. So how would you amplify your sound to be able to be heard by that many people? And that sort of thing. Year 11s. Yesterday, your task was to have a look at the character that belongs to the monologue you've chosen. All those monologues are in the first, well, it's in pages about 3 through 8 of the slideshow in the Google Classroom. So today's task is just work on that monologue. You're going to have to perform it, and it does look as though you'll be performing it in lockdown. So we will have a chat, and part of what we'll talk about tomorrow is how do you do a performance by yourself in lockdown. I'll tell you the wee answer right now is basically you're going to be filming it yourself. The advantage you've got is that you can film it yourself as often times as you like to get it right. The disadvantage you've got is that you have to learn the lines and film yourself in lockdown, and that can drive people up the wall. How would I know? All I do is story of my life, really. So if you can work on those monologues, that would be great. And the year 12s, 13s, you guys are going to have the Google Classroom meet with me today at 11 o'clock. The code will be in the email. Don't go in through the code in your classroom because you're all in different classrooms, and it just makes things a little more challenging to do it that way. So just go in with the code that I send you. And we're going to be talking about the standard and what it looks like and that sort of thing now that you've had a chance to dig into a couple of plays. Yeah, so I shall now send this video to my laptop, edit it and bung it up on the YouTubes. I'm hoping that the videos are at least well, they're not useful, let's be completely honest. But they are filling my day with structure. We'll go with that. That's around about what it's filling my day with, is just some structure. I know that last time we had a school holidays where at least I could do something a little bit more fun and exciting than say, hi, it's a day of the week. Anyway, it's a Tuesday. It's the last day of August, so a pinch and a punch for the first of the month. White rabbits, all of that nonsense. And, oh, I've just realised I told a lie yesterday. Good times. So, Jonty, if you're watching this, and you're still watching this, you may appreciate this moment. I did say I didn't have any dinosaurs within reach. I was wrong. I've got my Triceratops, which we got at the, so got my Triceratops at the National History Museum in London, and he then had to travel home with me like this because I had bought so many books, and I certainly wasn't going to crush him into a suitcase if I could avoid it. So he's been all around London, he's been all around Stratford-upon-Avon, he's been to, where did he go? Hong Kong. Had a great time in Hong Kong. Yeah, so I do have a dinosaur within reach. I just don't have any of my little dinosaurs within reach because I think they're all in my drawer in my classroom. If I find any other little dinosaurs, I will include them in the Greek theatre setup and layout. Alright, take care. Enjoy my footage from yesterday, which will be... Actually, I can't remember if I filmed much yesterday. There may not be anything. Who knows? Have a wonderful day. I will see the year 12s and 13s at 11 o'clock. And everybody else, just take care and take care of those around you. And we will be in level 3 tomorrow. Yay! Ernesto's very excited about level 3. Right, first update of the day, of the Monday. I'm not sure if this is the highlight or the secondary highlight, but A, washed my hair. Definitely secondary. 2, found Ernesto. Ernesto had rolled under the seat in the car. Still haven't found my tiara. We'll need to make a tiara. These are things. Right, not enough time to waste flapping around now because I now need to upload the video that I hope you've already seen for Monday with the work. Yes, because it's still Monday. Oh, and for the Rebecca update, tights of the day. Not wearing tights at all, wearing my stupid shorts. Why? Because I saw them and I shaved my legs. That's pretty much the entire reason for choosing any outfit, to be completely honest. Quite surprised that I still have some tan. So, you know, work it while you can, I guess. Someone stole my chair. Okay, someone stole my chair. I can't bring myself to move them. And my cushions. I've got to be quiet because it appears that I'm waking them up. And then they will not be amused. They're already not amused. So you know how I told you that Ernesto's been found? And I washed my hair and I found my unicorn hair bow. I didn't mention that, but I found my unicorn hair bow. It currently looks like maybe he knew what was about to happen. He's now covered in glad wrap, so it's probably a very good thing that, well, that he's a stuffed rat, to be completely honest. So what am I going to attempt to do? I'm going to try and spend the next wee bit making a Greek mask to fit his ridiculous face. I don't know why I brought this home. I think I brought it home last year by accident. I don't know. Either way, I have this home and that's going to be useful, but it doesn't fit Ernesto. So what I'm going to attempt to do is make him a little mask. Will this fail? Probably. Will you ever see him in his mask? Probably not. Let's see how we go. Right, so this is where we settled on. It's somewhere between Plague Rat and Dionysus. We shall see. Essentially, it's air dry clay, so I will now let it air dry. Yep, and we'll see whether or not it works. In translation, what am I doing with my life? Honestly, like, where? I have a degree. And funnily enough, my degree is not in Greek theatre mask making for rats that are stuffed, named Ernesto. But we shall see. My air dry clay is starting to dry. I forgot that I dislike air dry clay, to be honest. But we shall see. We will let it dry, and then we shall paint it. I don't know how long it takes to dry. I could read the instructions. Please. I'm not reading the instructions. I'm just going to make a mess.